Welcome to Maddie's garden. I'm sitting in his throne over here. Have you even sat in this yet?
No.
Yeah, so I'm the first one.
Yeah, welcome.
Feels good though. It feels really, besides this thing that's like itching my neck a little bit, it actually is a pretty cool looking chair. It's just crazy that you have this in your garden. You definitely have a really cool yard system here. Like, it's just beautiful. It really is, man. I'm just really curious to see how it looks within 1 month. See if Maddie can keep up on it and make it look beautiful still. Because Carol, the owner of this house, the previous owner, she did a fantastic job. But it's on Maddie. We'll do a check-in. We'll figure it out. But let's talk about today's video. I'm about to be heading to California to do the X Games again for the first time in a few years, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be X Games Japan, and I'm not going to be in Japan doing it because the way it's going to be working, when I'm going to be doing the commentating alongside of Jimmy Coleman, we're going to be in California doing it from a studio, and it's going to be crazy because the time difference is so different than in California. I'm going to be doing the events super late at night. I actually have them right here. I figure I'll just tell you straight away all the events that I'm going to be doing. So Thursday, May 11th at 11:30 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be doing BMX Park Eliminations. So that is going to be the eliminations to get into the final. Then the very next day, on May 12th at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, is BMX Street Finals. So that's going to be at the best time slot for everybody to be able to watch conveniently. And we're going to get into that in a second, but I'm just going to continue and tell you the rest of them. May 12th, the same night at 11:30 p.m. Pacific time, is BMX Park Finals. So that one's also, I mean, if you're East Coast, it's going to be a little late, but if you're Pacific time, it's going to be a piece of cake for you. And then May 12th, the same exact night, technically into the morning, at 12:40 a.m. Pacific time, is going to be BMX Best Trick, which is going to be a park style best trick. It's going to be Ryan Williams, Mike Varga. I know that those are the two riders that are only going to be there for the best trick, and I'm assuming all the park riders are going to be into it as well. And then the next day, May 13th at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time, is going to be BMX Flatland. So yeah, the only real late one is going to be the best trick, but that one's going to be absolutely insane, and I recommend staying up to watch that one live. It's going to be amazing. But I figured I would let you guys know that I'm going to be doing the X Games again for the first time in a while, and I'm super excited about it. But also, there's a huge accomplishment that could be happening this weekend, and it has to do with Mr. Garrett Reynolds. Garrett Reynolds, in my opinion, is the most talented BMX rider ever. Everything he does is perfect, and it's the hardest tricks ever, which is just nuts to think about, man. Like, he's a rider that has some of the best BMX video parts of all time. But not only is he a video part rider, he is a top-notch competition rider, and his stats show it. He is currently tied right now with 15 gold medals out of all the X Games. Think about that. All the X Games athletes that have ever been there, skateboard, moto, any of it. He is tied right now with Shaun White for the most X Games gold medals at 15. And Garrett has the opportunity to break it this weekend with his 16th gold medal. And statistically, he has a very good chance of doing so. I mean, he's won pretty much almost all of them. I mean, there's only a couple of guys that have been able to dethrone him. I'll say it again, Garrett is the most talented BMX rider in my opinion, and I am so excited to watch him ride this weekend. And you know what? It's like, yeah, we all want Garrett to be able to beat the record, right? It would just be such a cool thing, not only for Garrett, but for BMX as well. But we get to see one of the best riders in the world at what they do go out there and ride again, which is going to be pretty epic, man. And it's not going to be easy for him. I mean, you have riders like Felix Prangenberg that's going to be there. Courage Adams is going to be riding there. Devin Smiley. And the list goes on. These guys are all super talented, and they have what it takes to win. But Garrett Reynolds, he just has the formula. He's just so good at designing a run, and every one of the riders I just named will completely agree with me. I'm just excited to watch them all ride and just see how they approach this course, because the course looks really good. X Games actually posted up the course previews on their Instagram. The street course looks fantastic. It looks like it's going to be, I mean, perfect for BMX Street and also for Skate Street. But also, the BMX Park course is going to have a box jump in it. I don't know how big the box jump is going to be, but if you guys know who's going to be in BMX Park, I mean, we're talking Logan Martin, we're talking Justin Dowell, Marcus Christopher, Anthony John's going to be there, Declan Brooks is going to be there. Like, it's going to be completely stacked. Any of the BMX Park, whether it be eliminations or the finals, you don't want to miss this one. And if you do happen to miss it, you can go on YouTube. X Games is going to have it posted on there. You can listen to me commentate, which I'm so excited about. It's been a little while since I've been able to do it. I just feel like such a fan when I get there. To be able to sit there and be able to talk about BMX, my favorite thing in the world, and be able to do it for X Games, which is the biggest action sports competition. It's just a dream come true. I'm just so grateful to be in the position I am right now. And I'm so excited to be able to do Flatland. Flatland was actually back for the first time last year in 2022, but the last time it was in X Games was 2003, which was nearly 20 years ago. And it's gonna make me sound really old right now, but it was my first X Games, 2003. So really cool to see Flatland back. And it's really cool because they do a head-to-head battle. And these guys are so talented. That is absolutely the most technical aspect of BMX. One rider goes against the other rider, and it's like a bracket system, and they move on and see who the winner is. It's gonna be really fun to call. I'm really excited about doing my first ever Flatland competition. But I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be in California for a few days. And I know I told you all the dates already, but I'm gonna show them again right now just so you can remember. Make sure you tune in, make sure you get involved in the comments. It'd be really awesome to hear you guys out there. I always love hearing, especially fans of the channel that get in there. And it'd be awesome if you guys can talk about your favorite parts of the competition. But like I said, there's a chance for BMX history right here. History has already been made. He's already at the top. He's tied with Shaun White. But Garrett Reynolds can take sole possession of this stat, have the most X Games gold medals in history. Absolutely crazy to think that a kid that started riding at my skate park is on the verge of having this stat. And my dad is so proud of that stat. I mean, and I am too. It's just crazy to think. It really is. So yeah, I'm going to be heading out tomorrow, but Maddie is also going to be going on a journey of his own for the next few days, and we're going to dig into that right now. So Maddie's bike is all packed up, and when I say packed up, I am not kidding. This is like something I have never seen before, and once again, he is going on a ridiculous
adventure.
Bicycle journey. It's crazy. Like I am sitting here and I have so many questions to ask you because there's a lot that I don't even know about what's happening here.
I've got a couple answers, but
I hope you do.
Again, I still don't totally
answer.
know what I'm doing right now.
I hope you do, because this is sounding really serious. So
yeah, it got a lot more serious as we went on.
Just explain briefly, you know, what you're actually doing right now. Well, I'm in California. You're going to be in where?
I'm heading to Blue Ridge Mountains, Georgia, tomorrow morning. So I'm going to drive 10 hours to this little town, and it's going to be the Mulberry Gap. And there's actually a bike getaway, a bike campground there. And that's where I bought a campground so I could sleep in my car for 2 nights and park my car there for about 3 days. And I'm going to do a bike packing trip as fast as I can.
So are you going to try to do like a record kind of thing? Is that your goal?
I'm not going to beat the record. I know I'm not going to beat the record, but I'm going to do it as fast as I possibly can.
Okay.
So limited sleeping, there's going to be no hotels. There's not going to be any stuff like that.
So why don't you tell everybody how long this journey is going to take, estimated?
Yeah, so this one it's called the Cahuta Cat or Chahuta Cat. It's actually an actual bike packing route already. And this one's 289 miles.
289 miles.
With 36,000 feet of climbing.
Oh my, dude, are you out of your mind?
I know, I guess so. I don't really, everyone keeps asking me why I'm doing it or what's, and I actually don't know. I just wanted to try out bike packing, and this one was in a convenient location. It's only in Georgia, so it's not too far away. And there was one that I could have done in Florida, but honestly, I'm not sick of Florida, but no matter where you are in Florida, every tree, every trail, everything looks the same. There's no difference to it. So this Cahuta Cat I found is just in the Georgia, and it looks completely different. Like, it is gonna be, I think, a beautiful adventure. Like, there's places to swim, cool mountains, there's just gonna be a whole different type of scenery, and I think I just got really excited on that, and then it kind of all just escalated from there. I wanted to do a bike packing trip, and I told Lee Ramsell I wanted to do a bike pack trip, and he's like, check out bikepacking.com. And I was like, wow, I didn't know it was that easy. So I went on bikepacking.com, I found the route, and then I asked Lee for a cross-country bike, so he sent me the Mongoose Tie-X Expert, and then basically I just took it, and I didn't really mod it like too much, but I did swap out some things on it, just to make it a little bit more efficient for me, I definitely lightened it up. I swapped out the wheels, carbon wheels. I put the RockShox SID fork on, which is going to lighten it up a bunch, but it also has a lockout. So this route that I'm going to be doing is 60% off-road, and obviously the other 40% is more on-road than anything. So
60% out of 289 miles is off-road, you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know what that equates to at all.
Right, well, I know that 60% of 100 is 60 miles.
It's going to be more than 140 miles off-road, if you want to say that.
60% of 89, oh, it's close to 60, so I'm going to have to say it's probably around 50-something, 53. So if I had to guess, it's going to be like 100 and about 80 miles.
There's going to be a lot of it that is going to be like off-road, and that could be single track, double track. There's going to be some like gravel riding. So basically just a lot of off-road riding. So I wanted the lockout. I pumped up tires a little extra, but it's going to be a lot of climbing too, which I'm absolutely terrified of.
How much climbing is it?
36,000 feet of climbing. So
oh, dude.
That's like pretty insane actually. Not even in comparison.
Really, after you gave me the climbing stats, this is where I'm really like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not, I'll be honest, I don't think I'm prepared.
Oh, that's great.
But I brought everything prepared. So I'm ready for the worst case scenario. But I have like this little notebook full of like times and where I want to be.
Mm-hmm. Does that have anything to do with this right here?
So this right here is pretty much for survival.
What?
So I actually wrote this and I broke it down into campsites, food, and water. And my goal is to ride as many miles as I can on Thursday. I'm starting at 6 a.m. and I'm just gonna ride as many miles as I possibly can. So I don't know where I'm gonna end up in my campsite list. So I wrote them all down because on one of the apps I use, there's actually a pretty good breakdown of like whoever created the route put in like all these places for you to like make it a little bit easier on yourself so you don't have to guess. So a lot of these are just random like wooded areas or like primitive campsites. So you could kind of like, I have a hammock that's in here and I just learned how to set up a hammock. So, and it's even got a little bug net over it.
So you're gonna be sleeping at campsites?
My goal is to sleep at a campsite, so I'm just sleeping once.
One? And then where are you gonna sleep the rest of them?
I'm not gonna sleep anywhere.
Seriously, just sleeping once?
My goal is to do one little nap and then
one little
ride right
nap?
through. That's my goal, yeah.
289 miles?
Yeah.
36,000 feet?
Yeah.
And you're gonna take one little nap?
Well, I mean, yeah, I hope it's not more than that. I really just want to sleep for like, hopefully like halfway through, or when it gets too late at night, or if I start feeling weird at night or something, then I'm gonna set up my hammock. And I made sure like it could sprawl across like 20 foot to 6 foot trees. And then
what else do you have in here?
Yeah, the whole breakdown. So these bags, first of all, are unbelievable, and these come from Kai Adventure Bags. And
yeah, she hooks you up, huh?
It's her and her husband, and
cool.
They have the coolest little business going. Kai Venture Bags. Let me show you something in the garage real quick before I. So this is how cool they are. Kai Venture Bags, they put the extra effort into everything. So when I created these bags, these are custom made for my bike.
Whoa.
So I sent them the bike with basically a ruler on there, and they actually told me to get the exact bottle cages and bottles I'm gonna be using, and they made the cutouts and everything for them. And then
amazing.
They drew up my exact mongoose with the bags, and that was just like really special gift and a little bit of encouragement. Ride with adventure in mind and heart, and you'll always have fun.
Wow.
So they definitely put that little extra effort in, which was really cool and gave me a little bit more motivation to get through it.
That's so cool, because listen, they've made some really cool stuff in the past, but the fact that they went out of their way for that is just
it's just
amazing.
Unbelievable, and it made it like feel like, okay, this is that much more doable, because I didn't even know where to start with the amount of stuff I have in here. Let me start explaining. Like, they literally make any color, anything you want, any customization. I stayed open with it. I told them, listen guys, I just want black or gray and maybe some blue and yellow, and they did exactly that. But they have like leopard print and this, that,
so cool.
Everything is hand sewn together. Like, it's
make
incredible.
Sure you guys go get involved, because this is just the coolest thing
if you need bike bags, like, even look at these little straps.
Oh,
you easily adjust them to how tight you want them. Like, there's just the little details really cool.
It really doesn't.
So that made it feel a lot better. But let me start. This pack alone is going to be like a lifesaver. So start to finish, I know it's kind of a weird spot, but all my tools and tube, I have one extra tube, I have zip ties, I have a Presta core remover, I have an Allen key set, and that's pretty much it for tools, just in case for the flat and everything. And then as we go a little bit farther back, I have a rain jacket, and then I have my hammock, which is kind of big. I have my hammock, I have leg warmers, I have these really thick waterproof socks. So they're kind of uncomfortable, so I don't want to wear them the whole time. But no, they're really uncomfortable. But they're pretty thick, so just in case things go haywire, I have those in there. And then I have about 4,000 calories of food already on this bike. So generally speaking, for like I guess like a normal person, you could consume, like your body could actually consume or go through about 200 calories an hour. Mm-hmm. So I equated that to like 7,000 calories, about that, for how long this is gonna take. Mm-hmm. So I packed about 4,000 calories. So I'm still gonna have to stop at like a food store or a fast food or anything that I can get my hands on. And like I said, I already have it all written down where I'm gonna be.
Oh my goodness.
But I wanted to make sure that in case things go terrible, I have enough calories that I will last out there for quite a while. But then I have my knife that's right on top. I want that easily accessible just in case of bear. And then this is a normal headlamp. And then I have a spot for a front headlight. That one's USB rechargeable. I also have a spare light that's in there that is, it's a USB stick, so I didn't like that as much. So the stick actually sticks out and you plug it straight into a USB wall mount or something. Okay. Super weird. But I have that, so I have 2 headlights, and then this one is run by batteries, this headlamp. Mm-hmm. So I have 3 spare batteries in there as well. Okay. And then I have my rear light that's gonna go straight on the back, and then obviously underneath you can see I have another water bottle. So I have 3 water bottles that are going on the bike. The 2 are gonna be my normal ones, and then this one is, it's like a, what is it?
Life-proof, right?
What, Life-proof, is that what it's called?
I think it's, or Life Straw.
Life Straw.
There we go. Life-proof is...
The cases, foam cases, yeah. Life Straw. So this bottle is just really cool because it's got a giant filter in it that, like, I mean, allegedly you could drink just about any water and it makes clean water. So on my route, there could be times where I'm gonna go like 30 plus miles without seeing like anything. So water or food or anything. And it's actually written down on the water spot of like, check out this creek. And that's clean water. So I wanted to get this bottle so that I can, because I don't know anything about drinking creek water. So just in case I drink the wrong water, like I really want it to be filtered out.
Oh my goodness, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And then I have my brand new Garmin up front. I just bought this computer because it does a lot of cool things. And I have no affiliation with Garmin, but I looked into it pretty well. And this one's, I have it set up so that my girlfriend will actually be alerted if I fall or anything. So I guess if there's like a hard impact or anything, she'll be alerted. And also I have a live tracking on there where right when I start the ride, it sends her an email. And she could click on the email and see exactly where I'm at, just following the route, which is pretty sweet.
Does she have route expectations on there? Did you do that for her? So she can be like, all right, he's behind,
I don't know, but I think as long as she sees me moving, she'll probably,
she's okay with that?
That's good enough, yeah. And then it's even got like a bike lock on here. Oh, I do have a normal bike lock in here as well. Good. Like a wire one. But the Garmin actually has a bike lock where once I set it and leave my bike, if this bike moves at all, I immediately get
on your phone,
an alert on my phone.
All right.
So kind of convenient, I don't know, kind of weird, whatever. Yeah. But I put a little extra wrapping on my handlebars just so I could change my hand position, and I don't know, I thought it would be nice.
Something different.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get bored and it's gonna be a mess. I'm gonna get uncomfortable. I don't know what to expect. This whole front pouch is filled with like 3,000 calories in there. Okay. I usually like baby food the most. I know it's weird, but you get the most whole foods in a small pouch. So you could get actual real food. Gels, a spare license I have in there just in case things get weird and they need to identify me.
Oh God.
And then I have my pepper spray. So that stays right up front because I know exactly where it'll be, just in case. And
I think that's pretty much it for this
That's pretty
bike,
much it for that. Yeah, I think I got all that good stuff in there. And then,
which is insane.
yeah, I'm gonna be carrying like a Camelback or a hydration bag. So this will carry a ton of water, and then this is also gonna have spare like batteries. So I had just got this giant, this thing is so heavy by the way, but it has 2 USB ports and it charges for like 78 hours of charge or something like that. And then I have a spare one just in case. So this one's a little bit smaller, but I think combined, I should be able to get through just about anywhere to any store or anything if I need to. Then I also have my spare batteries in there, which go in my headlamp because I'm gonna be riding through the night. And then I have 2 of my SRAM batteries because I have electronic shifting on there.
I was just looking at that. I'm like, I swear that was E-shifter.
Yeah. I only need 1 battery, but I have an extra one. It's fully charged. And those batteries, honestly, they last so long, it doesn't really matter.
Wow.
I'm doing wired headphones because wireless headphones are gonna die within an hour anyway, so I'm just gonna have to keep recharging them. I don't wanna waste the actual important battery on headphones. I'm not worried about it. So wired headphones. Then I have about 4 charging cables because I'm gonna carry a GoPro. I'm not gonna film absolutely everything. I'm gonna hate it, and I'm gonna hate doing it because you get to a weird mental state where you don't even wanna like move your fingers on the bike. Like it's hard to shift. So I'm gonna bring a GoPro and film the coolest things that I see, just so I have the memories, and hopefully I could show you guys after. But I have a GoPro charger. I have a micro USB for a lot of other things, and then I'm gonna have an iPhone charger. So that should cover it. That's just a little cover. And then, so like I said, tomorrow morning I'm driving to the Mulberry Gap bike getaway, and that's a campsite. So I brought a little cooler full of just random things that I think I'm gonna want when I get back.
So you got some electrolytes?
Literally just kind of anything. I just thought like, I don't know what I'm gonna crave, so rice cakes are always good. I might want a Coke. I might not want a Coke, so I got a Powerade. And if I don't like a Powerade, then I have my normal EVL electrolytes, and these are just good to literally replenish my body.
Good.
I have bananas for breakfast. I have famous Amos cookies.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
For everything. And then I have some churro chips. Those are really good. And then this is not supposed to be in the cooler, but it will be in the cooler. But this is the coolest off that I could kind of get.
Okay, so bug spray.
So bug spray, and I'm just gonna light myself up
Maddie
before I
hates
leave.
bugs.
I
He hates
can't
bugs.
stand it. So I'm gonna light myself up with bug spray and sunscreen before I leave. And then, so I drive to Georgia, and then I'm gonna go to bed pretty early. And I got a campsite.
So you're starting Thursday morning?
Thursday morning at 6 a.m. is my goal.
Okay.
And then I put a, thanks to Scott,
Yeah, I just brought this over here. He asked me to. I'm like, maybe he has somebody coming over.
I have a blow-up mattress in my car. So I'm probably gonna blow it up like tomorrow before I leave or something. I'm just gonna throw some air in it. So I'm gonna park at a campsite with this, and that's where I'm gonna start my ride from. The campsite I got has like its own bathroom, or has like bathrooms and everything. So I'll do that and then just leave and come back, and I don't know what time I'm gonna get back. So like, if I did the perfect ride and I magically am Matthew Vanderpool and everything goes super, super well, then this could be like a 32-hour ride.
So crazy.
And then if going by what I'm actually gonna do, and I'm probably gonna stop a lot, and I'm gonna get tired and I don't feel like riding, it's probably gonna be like a 50-hour.
50.
I don't know. So I'm saying that like a worse end or whatever. I have no idea. The course record's 37 hours. So I don't expect to do that. I'm not an endurance athlete like that. But that was basically 32 hours of this guy averaging 9.4 miles per hour.
And up 36,000 elevation.
36,000 elevation. And then he took total, because he had a rainstorm and everything, he had to go dry his clothes at a laundromat.
Oh, so there is some room.
So 5 hours off the bike.
So there is
total.
some room there.
But 5 hours off the bike in that long of time is not that much.
Yeah, you're right.
Between eating,
289.
bathroom breaks, when nature calls, like, and then he slept for like, I think like 2 hours or something
That
like
was
that.
it?
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I'm planning on sleeping like 4 to 6 hours.
Well,
depending on
I'm
what
just
the
gonna go out and say it, man. This is seriously insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I
I think so,
fact
too.
that this is happening tomorrow, I wish I could be there to help. If I don't know what I can do, is like just hang out in wherever the heck Georgia and just follow your ping, and if you need me, I can run there. But I'm
appreciate
in California. We're all rooting for you.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I just want an adventure, and I think it's going to be exactly that. You know,
I can promise you, it's gonna be that.
I think
The second you leave this driveway tomorrow, it's gonna be that. So.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a rough day for me, I think.
Yeah, I
just
think so.
looking into what I'm gonna be doing the next morning.
Probably, but
I don't know what to expect. I've never done any type
I
of
don't
bike
think you should
packing,
think much about
but
it.
I'm too competitive to do like a long-term bike packing of like sleeping here and going to hotels and making it a 4-day trip. So I'm just gonna try and go. I don't know what to expect. I'm just gonna go as many miles as I can.
Yeah.
For as long as I can. And
I think it's doable. I really think it's doable, and I'm really impressed with how much effort you've put into mapping it out this time.
Yeah.
A lot better than the Florida Everglades challenge.
yeah, that one wasn't much. That was just a route, and then I made it
That
up
was
like the
100
day
miles
before.
in 6 hours.
Yeah,
But
100
they were-
miles in 6 hours, but
they were flat
zero
hours.
elevation. I
They
think
were
there was
flat
like
hours.
20 feet of elevation, like for 100 miles, which is, I'm doing 36,000 in about 300 miles.
Yeah.
So this is gonna
Don't
hurt.
even think about it. Don't
This
even
is gonna
think about
hurt.
it. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It'll be fine.
We can do it.
You can, Matt.
To Georgia,
You can.
Ellijay, Georgia. That's where we're going. Ellijay, Georgia.
All right, Matt. Well, good luck with that one.
I
I'll be
appreciate
thinking
it.
about you on the broadcast.
I appreciate it.
So I'm just going to say it again. This is one of the craziest things Maddie has ever done. But I'm very impressed with how much everything is well thought out in this compared to what he usually does. I feel pretty good about everything that he has set up wise, and he's just got to show up physically. And he's going to film a little bit for us. We're gonna try to get some of the GoPro clips. We're going to leave him with a GoPro. He's going to charge them all up. But if you guys want to follow him on Instagram at Maddie Cranmer, I think he's going to do some updates when he can, when he's taking a break here and there. So go and make sure you follow him right now. And yeah, once we get back from California, we'll fill you in on what happened on this one. But this is going to be epic. All right, guys. Peace.